Okay, welcome to my channel. This is JC Rock and Metal Reviews. My name is John, and I have a new kind of a piece of technology I have here. I just figured out. So I'm going to be doing a tier list, talking about my favorite metal bands. So up here we have my favorites. Then we have the greats. Then we have decent, bad, and I don't know them. So let me get right into it. So starting out with AC/DC, we all know this is going right up top here. I've done so many videos on this band, and this is such an awesome band. I've been listening to them like most of my life. An awesome band, so I don't need to talk about them too much. Okay, who's next? This is As I Lay Dying. It's a metalcore band, one of those like Christian metalcore bands. I like them pretty much. It's not the type of band that I would like go out and like buy all their albums, but I have streamed them, and they are okay. So I'm going to throw them in a decent ranking. Next is the band Airborne. That's a band, they sound like AC/DC, so I will listen to them. Like if they come up in a playlist, I probably won't go out and buy their album. So, I mean, they're okay, but they just sound a lot like AC/DC. I'd like rather listen to the real thing. So I'm going to stick them in a decent category. This is another one. I cannot see it. So I don't recognize it. I'm putting it in don't know. If you know the logo, let me know in the comment section. Okay. This is small. Here's another logo. And I can't read it, so I'm putting it down here. Okay, next is Amon Amarth. I really like that band. It's a melodic death metal. It's kind of like Iron Maiden, but like with death growls. I guess that's how you can describe it. Or you can also call it like Viking metal. Kind of like Vikings, or maybe kind of like Manowar, but really great, heavy group. They have really a lot of great albums. I've listened to them a lot over the years, so I'm going to stick them up here. Next is Anthrax. I've been an Anthrax fan for many years, since I was a teen. So I like them all. Actually, I like the John Bush era. I like the Sound of White Noise. It's one of my favorites of the entire Anthrax discography. So I'm going to throw them up here. Next is Apocalyptica. That's a band that I know they did that Metallica on the Cellos album. Other than that, I don't know them. So I'm putting them down there. Arch Enemy, great band. I just bought one of the CDs. It's a female-fronted melodic death metal. I guess the sound could be similar to Amon Amarth. They have a lot of great albums. They've changed the vocalists over the years. And I really like this band. So if you like death metal, but you want something that's like a little more like accessible or a little easier to listen to, check out Arch Enemy. I'm putting them up here. Avantasia, I may have heard one or two songs. There's not really anything. Like I can't really tell you what their albums or songs are. I'm going to put them down here. Avatar, it's another band. I really don't know them. I may have heard some of their songs before, but it's not a band I know. So putting them down here. Avenged Sevenfold. Now this is a band, I like them a lot. Like when they first came out, I wasn't into them. I really didn't really like them. But now these past few years, they're like one of my favorites. Really have that metalcore sound. They have that like classic metal sound. Pretty much like all their albums, and they're really due for another one. So I'm putting them up here. Breaking Benjamin, I'm a fan of new metal, post-grunge. This is a band that I wasn't really, attracted to them too much. I know some of their songs. It's not a band that I go out of my way. Like I wouldn't look for music in a music store. I wouldn't go out of my way to buy a new album, but I do stream them from now and then. So they're going in the decent category. Next, Black Sabbath. I don't gotta say anything else about Black Sabbath. They're going up here, my favorites. Classic. I like all periods, even the Tony Martin era. I like the Dio albums. Ozzy, my favorites. Next is Blind Guardian. That's another band I've never really gotten into too much. So they're pretty good. I don't know. I'm going to put them in decent because it's one of those, I've heard them, I've streamed them a couple times, but I've never gone out and bought any of their albums. This is a logo I do not recognize. I might know the band, but I just can't recognize it, and it's really too small to say. Again, if you know it, let me know. Bullet for My Valentine, that's another one. I don't know. I might like them. I'm putting them in the I don't know category. Cradle of Filth, that's another band. I guess they're okay, kind of like melodic or symphonic black metal. I don't really know them that well, so they're going down here. Def Leppard, I've been a Def Leppard fan for years. I actually did a ranking on Def Leppard, and I like them a lot. I'm not going to put them in favorites, though. I'm going to put them down a notch just because they do have a couple albums that are like not really that great, but they do have some good albums. So I'm going to stick them up here. Next is Dimmu Borgir. I don't even know how to say that. That's another one of those like symphonic black metal, I think, or something like that. I don't know them that well. They're going down here. Disturbed, yeah, great band. I really like their covers. David Draymond, really great vocalist, great 2000s band. I have one of their CDs. I like them a lot. So actually, I like their last album too. So they're really a good one. I'm going to put them in the greats. Dream Theater, that's a band that I like a lot, but it's not really one of my like go-to bands. I like their Images and Words is a great album. Metropolis Part 2 is a great album, and they do have a lot of good ones, but there's a lot of albums I've never listened to. I'm not really sure. I'm going to put them in decent for now because it's not really one of my go-to bands. Evanescence, I reviewed their last album. They've pretty much gotten progressively worse over the years. The first album was awesome. I'm not going to put them in the bad category, but I will put them in decent just because of that first and second album, actually. But other than that, okay, Five Finger Death Punch, you're probably thinking I'm going to put them in bad, but I'm not. I like this band a little bit. And I like their older stuff. They do have some good albums, like the first album, second album is really great. You know, they do kind of like start to get a little cheesy after a while, so I'm putting them in a decent category, but I do like them. Foo Fighters, yeah, of course. I really like this band. You know, this is like one of those bands that you would think I have all the albums. I actually don't, but it's one of those bands. I mean, I like them a lot. You know, I listen to them on streaming a lot. So I'm going to put them in the greats. Ghost, okay, this is the one band I don't like. So this band is just, you know, I never really got into them. I know other people like them. It's just like the whole imagery I don't like, and like their sound like doesn't match the image. Maybe that's the thing that like turns me away from this band. But I've heard people say they sound like Blue Oyster Cult. So if I can get past that imagery, I might be able to give them a chance, but they're going to be in the bad category for now. Godsmack, another one. I like them a lot. I haven't heard them in a while, but it's just one of those bands I listen to. Very similar to Disturbed, but I would probably put them under Disturbed. So I'm going to put them in the decent category. Gojira. Okay, so this is a really great band. I really like that last album. So this is a band I've gotten into them recently. You know, I probably learned about this band maybe like 4 years ago. I think right after they released their not last album, but second to last album, Magma. And I did a ranking. Love this band. I'm gonna put them all the way up the top. Okay, next is Guns N' Roses. They have like one of the best debuts after that, but after that, they didn't really do anything that great. So you know what? For that reason, you know, they've been riding on that one album their entire career, and they've never really been able to like put it back together. So that's why I'm putting them decent. You know, just that one album doesn't really make an entire career, considering they're like a over 30-year-old band. Hailstorm, I like them. I don't know them that well. I probably should listen to them more. I probably would like them, but I'm putting them in the I don't know category. Okay, this is something I don't recognize it. I don't know. Okay. Hammerfall. It's a band similar to Blind Guardian, so I like them. I think they're pretty cool. You know, it's kind of band. You know, I've never got on board any albums, but I do stream them from now and then. Pretty cool, melodic power metal. I guess similar to Iron Maiden, you could say. But I'll put them in a decent category. Halloween. They have a new album coming out. It's an album I really like. Keeper of the Seven Keys Part 2. I like their first album. I like Part 1. After that, I've never really found anything I liked a lot from them. And so they have a song, If I Could Fly, I like that one a lot. I think that's what it's called. I'm putting them in decent. Okay, so I'm at kind of like the halfway point. So I'm gonna stop here and I will continue with part 2 tomorrow. So I will be back tomorrow.